Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This week I'm doing 10 boy names that I absolutely love but will not be using. If you're seeing this video but you haven't seen my girl names video already, you can click somewhere up here or down in the description when you're done here, and I'll link you to that. Next week I'm going to be doing 10 unisex baby names that I love but won't be using. So if you like that kind of thing, feel free to subscribe to stick around so you don't miss that one. Let's just jump right in. I try and keep these really brief, so while I will explain why I'm not using each name, I try and keep that really short. So name number 1 is Albert. I love the name Albert. You could nickname him Albie or just Al, or Bert or Bertie if that's your preference. Personally, I like Albie the best. But I live in Canada and we have a province here called Alberta, and I feel like children can be cruel and he might just get called Alberta all the time, so it's just easier to not go there. The second name on my list is Benedict, and I always immediately think of Benedict Arnold, but a lot of people immediately think Eggs Benedict, and when I suggested it to one of my friends, they started saying Eggy. Kinda killed it for me. The third name on my list is Daniel. I love the name Daniel. It's a very classic boy's name, but I had a very dear friend of mine pass away who had that name, and I just know that I would think of him, and not in a sweet, like this is in your honor way, but in a this makes me sad kind of way. So I just can't do it. The next name I have on my list is Draco. I really like the name Draco. It means dragon, for those who don't know. But it's also kind of Harry Potter's arch nemesis rival person throughout the series. And I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, so it just feels awkward to name your child after what is supposed to be the bad guy for the majority of the series. So I'm just not gonna use it. The next boy's name I have on my list is Gale. And the big reason I won't be using it is because Gale for a boy isn't nearly as common as it is for a girl. Now they do have different spellings, but it's just not as common, and I wouldn't want to risk, I don't want to make teasing be that easy. It's just, let's just put it that way. The next name I have on my list is James. And the only reason it's on the list is because one of my friends just used it about a year ago, and he's super cute and all, but I don't want to use the same name. The next name I have on my list is Richard. I love the name Richard. I have several people that I really look up to as far as historical figures go that were named Richard, but I have more present day Richards who have just kind of soured the name for me. The next name I have is Remus. I love the name Remus. It is another Harry Potter name. They seem really heavy on my boys list. That was an accident. I love the name Remus, but it just doesn't go very well with the last name. Another Harry Potter reference is Salazar, which I really love, and you could go by Sal if you prefer, and it's less of a mouthful. But Salazar always ends up making me think of Salazar Slytherin. And well, those of you who've read the series know all about him, but for those of you who haven't or haven't really watched movies, I won't spoil the name because I think it's great. And the last boy's name I have on my list for you today is Xavier. And very similar to one of my girls' names from last week, I won't be using Xavier because I know it is a very high probability that one of my friends will use it. And because it has significance to her and I just like it, I don't want to take it from her, and I don't want that to be a weird argument we have. I have other names that I quite like as well. So those are my top 10 boy names. Keep in mind that I will have them all written down for you down in the description as well. Don't forget to like and leave me a comment saying either what your favorites were from my list or what are some of your favorite boy names that you love but you won't be using. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys!